welcome to round 2. This is Chad and James again, and we have the blue-red Promised Prowess deck and blue-white Approach. Now, Logan has some interaction pieces that are just not going to be good game 1. He has things like Unsummon main board.
Oh man, that's gonna be sad. The real sad part about this is there are no Storm Chaser mages in this deck.
Yeah, because it rotated.
I mean, yeah.
But there are Cryptic Serpents.
We did find out why that Logan opted to play blue-red Prowess, though. His favorite deck in Legacy is blue-red Delver, so...
Yes. Yeah, I'm working out a pretty sizable Volcanic trade with him right now. Alright, Caesar's going to scry. He's going to see a Disallow on the top. This hand looks decent enough. He does have Authority of the Consoles. I didn't know he played that main board.
I mean, it's real good against the aggro matches.
Well,
this deck struggles with aggro matches.
This is going to be a Soulscar Mage coming down for Logan. This is not quite Monastery Swift Spear, but it will put in Prowess work.
It's Monastery, not Swift at all, Spear.
Exactly.
Doesn't have haste.
Alright. Logan's going to play an Opt, and that's going to result in a trigger off the Prowess. He's just going to draw the card that he sees, and that is not what you want to see if you're on Caesar's side.
Yeah, definitely not against this blue-red Prowess deck. Signaling that, he has more.
Absolutely. And this is going to be another island, and this is going to be an Authority. Hopefully Caesar can stem the bleeding and kind of keep Logan off things like Cryptic Serpent just being untapped the turn it comes out.
I mean, that's fair. Granted, it's not going to do much because not many of his threats have haste that I know of.
Exactly.
So... it's mostly just going to gain him some life, and hopefully...
It's more so for the Raminap Red matchup.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure those are going to come out here, because like I said, I don't think any threats in this deck have haste.
Yeah. Like, it depends on how much Caesar likes the life gain, or how much that matters to him.
Yeah, for sure.
Logan's going to play Chart Course, and because he attacked this turn, he's going to get the raid ability.
That's real good,
raid
just drawing 2 cards for, 2 mana.
Yeah, it's 2 mana Divination. Caesar's going to say it's okay, kind of feigning the counterspell this turn.
Spell Pierce.
I mean, does he have it in hand?
I mean, no, but...
yeah, I was saying he was feigning
yeah, for
it.
sure.
Make him think you have it, you don't actually. Ooh, and a missed land drop from the Approach deck.
Yeah.
That's not what you want to see if you're on the Approach side of things.
Definitely not. All you want to do is see lands and counter spells.
Logan's going to double check the wording on the other side.
We have a reader.
It is just Impulse.
We have a reader.
In Logan's defense, Logan has not been playing in this standard. He would know what it does.
That's fair. I have not played much in this standard either.
Alright. I think I'm seeing an Unsummon that's just going to be stranded in Logan's hand.
Yeah.
Old art Unsummon.
Yeah, way old.
Yeah, Logan's like me. He likes playing mismatched white border basics. So it's the world I like to live in, boys and girls.
Destroying hopes and dreams left and right. So we got another Opt.
Alright, that's going to trigger the Prowess off the Soulscar Mage. And this Soulscar Mage is putting in pretty consistent damage.
I think this is the first time he bottomed it.
Yeah. And what was that he found?
That one looks strange.
Is that the Serpent? No, that is an enchantment. It is an enchantment that... Okay, so Caesar's going to take 3, and I'll explain this enchantment.
Yeah.
So, it turns into a 3/3 Flying Drake every time you cast a non-creature spell.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I definitely know which one you're...
Yeah, you can tap mana to scry one.
The only reason why I know what card that is because Steve Argyle did the art for it. But I think it's like Mist Form something. I think it's just Mist Form or something.
Moon Mist Drake or Mist Form
something like that.
Yeah. And yeah, no more land drops for Caesar. This is going to be a quick game.
Yeah, this is pretty horrible for Caesar's.
Shock you. Caesar's going to take 2 off the shock. And it's going to cause 2 triggers. Wow, so that's 5 damage currently represented on Logan's side of the board. He's attacking for 5. Caesar's going to take. He's going to fall down to 6. Wow, this deck out of Logan is really interesting.
Yeah, I definitely like it.
Another chart. I mean, this deck is just chaining into really powerful plays.
when you're drawing 2 and 3 cards a turn, that'll happen.
Yeah. Caesar's going to try to keep up with the pace of drawing cards. He's going to cycle that cast out at the end of turn, and he has an Aether Meltdown.
But no third land still.
Yeah, let's see how much time that buys him. Is that a Lightning Strike?
I think that is a
Logan's hand. Yeah, this is
Lightning Strike you.
You can only Aether Meltdown one thing. He's gonna have to hit the Drake.
Yeah, for sure, because that's the thing that's definitely gonna kill him.
This is a cool deck.
Granted, I feel like Logan has some amount of counter spells. I'm sure.
Logan can also unsummon in response. That triggers the Prowess, and that's going to be game.
Wow.
Yeah, in a quick game for Logan. Granted,
Some
Caesar didn't find any lands, but looking at Caesar's hand, cast out, disallow, all these cards are fairly high in mana cost, and it looks like Logan can just get under those cards.
Yeah, and I think that was the idea here.
And Logan's actually the top seed going into this round. He 2-0'd he made quick work of his last round opponent. So
man, I'm real excited about this deck.
Yeah, I might have to play this moving forward in standard.
I mean, if I go back to standard, I'm definitely playing Sultai Energy. There's no question there.
That is a really cool deck. Some number Logan probably, just because he hasn't played frequently recently, he probably doesn't know the matchup very well.
So it looks like he's taking out Shock.
And really, Unsummon is his most dead card.
Yeah, I think you just take out Unsummon and run some Harness Lightning's coming out for him, it looks like.
Yeah.
More Shocks.
Maybe the 2 damage just isn't quite enough.
That or
I see things like Enigma Drake in his deck.
He might just be going in the counter spells.
Yeah, well, that's what I saw. I think Spell Pierce was the card he was looking at in his sideboard. I know Logan. He's playing a 1 of Shivan Dragon in his sideboard because he was like, I want to play it against. He goes, I feel like I'm gonna play a deck today that just can't deal with Shivan Dragon. It wouldn't it be hilarious to just beat somebody with a Shivan Dragon?
I would love to watch someone get beat by a Shivan Dragon for sure.
And I was like, that's the world. Like that's the world I want to live in.
Yeah, it's like, why would you not want to beat someone's face in with a Shivan Dragon?
Right, I wouldn't even go back and watch my match.
No, yeah, like you're satisfied there.
No, I mean if I was the person that got beat by the Shivan Dragon.
Yeah, for sure. Like
that may be the death nail for
I would
Magic for me.
Yeah, like I think I would try and get that pulled off the internet if possible. Granted, we all know the internet and how that works.
Yeah,
it's not happening.
I would for sure just be drafting for the rest of my days.
I don't know if I would do that because like there's the chance that someone drafts a Shivan Dragon and you have like flashbacks of it. I wouldn't even go like if someone could offer me to play a cube and I probably wouldn't. I'd be like, does that cube have Shivan Dragon in it? No, I can't play that. I'm sorry.
It looked like some number of unsummons did come out for Logan here,
Should've
but it looks like
all of them.
some number is going back into the deck.
Real strange.
I did like it as a reactive piece of that game. We saw this cool thing where because here's the thing about Logan's deck. He has a lot of creatures that interact very well with the spells he's playing, but he doesn't have a large number of those creatures. So I mean he has a variety, but he doesn't have the creature count that most decks have.
That's fair.
So he's really valuing his creatures, and Unsummon is a pseudo protection spell.
And he's definitely just drawing a bunch of cards anyway, so like that dead card could be pitched to say like a Chart the Course or
right, like if it ends up being stranded, like if Caesar just has a bad start again, you just discard it to a blind Chart the Course.
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good thing to keep in, I guess. I could see it as like the tech that he used last game, but it's still kind of dead to me in this matchup. But I mean, if you don't know much about the current standard in this blue-white approach deck, I could see keeping it in.
Well, it could also just be that's Logan's playstyle too.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like he may just value it for the fact that it gives him a few more options, and I mean, who doesn't like options?
I mean, it'll definitely do
bad.
work against this Gideon. That is a horrible hand. I would definitely not keep that.
Yeah, he doesn't have double white, and he has. Oh my goodness.
And he keeps it.
I mean, he has Aether Meltdown, right? So like, he is gonna get to hit the Soulscar Mage.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Caesar not showing us the card he drew. I think it was cast out.
Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna let Logan try to put in some work with the Soulscar Mage, and then he's gonna respond with the Aether Meltdown. See him pulling it to the front of his hand.
There's that enchantment again.
Ooh.
Countered.
That's gonna be the Jace's defeat. Yeah.
Counter target blue spell.
So
It was a Jace Planeswalker Scry 2, I do believe.
Yeah. And I like this play out of Caesar because this turn he also now just gets to do the same thing.
Yeah,
he
holds
can
up.
dedicate a Gideon and plus targeting the Soulscar as well.
That works too.
Yeah. This is a powerful play. Oh, I like it. Look at
Get that mana quota.
he has the Shivan Dragon in it.
Yeah, I see. Granted, it's liable to get cast outed.
Yeah. This is not the deck to try that out against.
No, for sure.
So I like attacking here because you still get to attack and you can play chart. Or he can play it. I would have rather have attacked. Because even though you're not going to deal damage, you do get to keep just everything you draw. Oh, discarding the Shivan Dragon.
I guess he sees that he can't cast this. I mean, I'm sure he can cast it, but
Gideon
it won't
just
do much.
pluses it forever.
We got a Fumigate from Caesar.
Alright, so he's going to plus targeting the same Soulscar Mage and just pass turn.
Because he can just Aether Meltdown the other one.
Yeah. It is worth noting, no fourth land here for Caesar. Alright. Same thing. Alright, that's going to trigger both of the prowesses off the Soulscar Mage. Only one of them currently matters. It's going to get Aether Meltdown. Alright, Logan giving that one a read. He does have Unsummon open to him, so like he could have played Unsummoned and then replayed out the Soulscar Mage.
He probably will do that this turn with the...
Well, he could have had more effective use of his mana last turn.
That's fair.
Ooh, this Gideon's getting up there, but this Gideon doesn't have a relevant... any like relevant ultimate or anything like
No,
that.
not at all. But I mean, he can just like emblem this Gideon, let that Gideon die. Hope to get to 5 mana, reapply a Gideon.
Right.
Any amount of.
He's looking to
anything.
get to Fumigate mana here.
Yeah, for sure. He does have this cast out open as well.
Right, Aether Hub out of Logan here. It's an Enigma Drake and an Unsummon. And what looks like a Lightning Strike?
Lightning Strike for sure.
Alright, so let's see. If he goes Unsummon, targeting the Soulscar Mage that has the Aether Meltdown on it. He can trigger Prowess once. He can deal with the Gideon this turn.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then he gets to Lightning Strike, triggering Prowess again. Just trying to see if there's a response out of Caesar before he starts firing off spells. Unsummon. Yeah, he's going to do the same line. He's going to deal with the Gideon this turn.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I don't know if that works because of this cast out. Or Caesar just lets it happen and fumigates next turn.
Yeah, Caesar does just have another Gideon. So Logan's essentially going off of a turn just to get rid of this one. I like letting him kill it.
Yeah, I do for sure. Yeah, like Lightning Strike Gideon. Caesar being patient with the cast out. Yeah, for sure, just letting the Gideon die. That looks to be the plan of action here.
Oh.
No?
Alright, so the cast out is going to hit this whole Scar Mage. And Logan says it's all good. So Caesar valuing that Gideon even though he has one stranded in hand.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely something to have Logan swing at until Caesar can do more relevant things.
So it looks like Caesar left in authority.
Yeah,
Didn't draw a fifth land.
Definitely don't like that card being in this matchup.
No. None of... Well, Caesar doesn't know that, but none of Logan's creatures have haste.
No, yeah.
So maybe you do keep it in under the guise of, like, what if he does, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Plus, it does gain you life. I mean, that alone is, like,
that is definitely
decent.
nothing to scoff at, yeah.
Alright, so plus targeting the Drake again. Alright, what else you got, Logan? Swing with Mage. How many more answers do you have? Alright, just one.
Enigma Drake.
Yeah, it's going to be an Enigma Drake. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because it's power shifts.
Yes.
Okay. An enters tapped. Caesar noting that it enters tapped and he gains a life.
5th land is real good here.
Yeah. And here it's going to be, and this is going to just deal with everything Logan has out currently.
Yeah, just fumigate your board. You're empty-handed.
Plus targeting
the Drake.
Yeah.
Coast until you can, somehow...
Yeah, your deck's approach, so you're going to win eventually. You have inevitability in this matchup.
Yeah, for sure.
As long as you can deal with everything Logan has.
And it seems that's going to be the plan of action here.
It's like he's tapping for what? To scry with the enchantment.
Yeah.
All right, he left it on top.
He likes it.
All right, and Caesar's going to gain 3 life here. Or 2 life. Go up to 21.
Yeah.
All right, plus targeting the Drake and pass turn. Let's see what Logan can piece together. This is a very Delver strategy. He kind of dedicates these early threats and then just mitigates them with more. Yeah, we keep an opt on top as well.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to give you another cheap look. Draw. Alright. We have a potential Gearhulk out of Caesar next turn.
Yeah. We have 2 Drakes.
Alright, and this is going to be pretty good because he does have the mana to scry again. So, and Caesar can only currently answer... Well, he can answer both now.
Yeah.
He did just draw a cast out.
I just have answers now.
My problem with the approach deck is it's super slow. Like, he does, like I was saying, he does have the inevitability.
Yeah, for sure. But
he just attacked and passed.
He definitely just attacked and passed. So we're going to get another scry.
So that's going to be 4 out of Logan's life.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Interesting play there from Caesar. I mean, he has cast out for whichever one. So yeah, they both currently don't kill Gideon.
Yeah,
even if Logan does activate him.
He definitely needs the spell.
Exactly. There's a Supreme Will. Not that that's going to be... It's going to be good for impulsing because Logan is at a lot of mana at this point.
Yeah, for sure. The mana leak is definitely not going to do him any favors. We got another scry out of Logan.
Yep, and that's another 4th of Logan's life total, or 5th.
We get 2 scries this time, and he likes the second one. It looks like he just draws and passes.
Yeah. Possibly one of the counter spells that he ended up siding in.
Yeah. Or an unsummon. That'd be funny. Unsummon your Gideon.
Logan falls to 8.
It's looking pretty bleak.
It is. I mean, he keeps liking the cards that he's seeing, but he needs... So Logan knows that Caesar has instant speed answers, so he's figuring that he has to piece multiple things together.
Yeah, he needs multiple spells in a turn.
Exactly. So the fact that he's keeping 2 things on top, I mean, looks like one's a shock.
Yeah.
Shock targeting you. It's good. Both Drakes are active. Alright, we have 2 3/3s on board. Caesar can cast out one of them. I like attacking Caesar here, rather.
I do too.
It looks like that's the decision Logan just made. Because you know Caesar probably has an answer. Your Drake's just going to drop the Gideon down to 1. Right? Get in the damage while you can.
Negate?
Ooh, negate for the cast out. Ooh, and that is going to... Okay, so he did take care of the Gideon here. So heads up play by Logan for finding a counterspell, but also not quite as good as he probably wants it to be.
Seeing as this next
6th
Gideon
land
comes up.
Yeah, Torrential Gearhulk or Gideon, whichever Caesar chooses.
I like leaving up the Torrential Gearhulk.
It doesn't block the Drakes.
That's true.
Right? And the only thing, to my knowledge, that Caesar doesn't have much in his graveyard to even work with.
He does have the Jace's defeat. That's not really. I mean, I guess that's not really much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot.
So Gideon Plus was probably just one of his better options, and still not that great of an option. It is interesting to see which of these decks has more inevitability, because Caesar hasn't really drawn anything that's like ending the game here.
So he's gonna go ahead and impulse.
Okay, putting this in his graveyard is going to be great for the Gear Hulk.
Yeah, because you can just Gear Hulk and.
Oh, there's the first approach that we see.
This looks like a search for Ascanta, an approach.
Aether Meltdown and a land?
Yeah, I do believe.
Right, he's going to take the approach.
Which is, I mean, why you play the deck. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this... Anything he can piece together that just provides him with more and more stuff.
And I think that's a search?
Yeah, that's a search off the top.
Yeah.
Okay, and it looks like Logan's seen enough. He'd rather just go to a game 3 here.
Which is understandable. I would definitely go to a game 3 here. Like, there's little to nothing you can do to claw your way out of that hole that you were in.
Right. You see, I mean, he saw how many cards Caesar was able to look at, and, I mean, the straight impulse off the Supreme Will just doesn't feel good when you're on that side of the table, and you're leaning so much on two things.
Good on him for doing it when he did, but, I mean, getting that knowledge that Caesar is playing Torrential Gear Hulk would have been useful, but
Right.
Caesar, being the patient player that he was that game, didn't even give out that information.
Right. There was also no, there was no approach information that's even been given out.
Yeah, like, not once has he cast approach. Now, if Caesar just needs to hope that, Logan doesn't have one of those quick starts like he had game 1 again, just get ruffled by a couple Soul Scar mages.
I assume they're talking about Shivan Dragon right now.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Because Logan, totally just didn't sideboard that out. He's gonna make it happen, and if he can make it happen on camera, more power to him.
I mean, yeah, I will back that 100%.
So we're gonna have
this man a raise.
We're gonna have another game 3 here out of our players, and this one's gonna have a lot more time left on the clock.
Yeah, for sure. No rush decisions, hopefully, this time around.
Yeah, and like I was saying, Logan having to just scoop there, I saw it as, he could have gathered the information, but it feels super heads up on his part by, let's just go to another game.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen enough here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit around and then you eventually win when the clock's at 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of scooping in a timely manner. I for sure am not gonna sit down. My girlfriend gives me the hardest time about when I'm playing, and she's like, "Why'd you just scoop that?" And I'm like, "Cause I saw 3 turns from now I'm gonna lose."
Yeah, I watched on SCG a Affinity player scooped to a Shatterstorm, but his opponent had nothing else going for him. But the Affinity player was just like, we're not gonna do this thing where I try to rebuild.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just go to the next game.
Yeah, it was the recent SCG Open. I do believe, not the Legacy one, but the modern one, where we saw a turn 2 win, where humans took down Storm because
Meddling Mage.
Yeah, turn 2
shot.
Exactly. Turn 2 Meddling Mage, you lose, right?
Yeah, especially if you're not playing one copy of Empty in the main.
Yeah, for
which
sure.
you should be, because multiple ways to win the game is not a bad thing.
No, it's definitely it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt.
Game 1 Empty against Grixis Death Shadow feels pretty good.
I would laugh every time.
Alright, so Caesar's on a mulligan to 6 here, and we saw his deck, game 1 at least, in mulligan very well. This is a better hand. Search is going to provide him with a lot.
Yeah, I would keep this hand, because you have one cycling answer, you have Search, you see a land on the top. That's alright. You want as much lands as you want, or can get.
Right. Oh, it's another turn 1 Soul Scar Mage.
These turn 1s are very consistent.
Yeah. Yeah, these little not Swiss Spears really like to jump into combat.
Probably going to see an opt. I see a unsummon and a negate in hand.
Oh, it's just going to be one here.
Yeah, he wants to hold up this negate. We got an Essence Scatter, it looks like.
Yeah.
I don't think you go for this search here. Not in the 2 untapped mana, and it looks like that's gonna prompt a negate.
Exactly, and there goes most of Caesar's card advantage.
Yeah, that's gonna set Caesar back more than a lot.
That's what made the hand appealing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you kept the hand, and now you're just doing nothing for. Yeah, I don't like that play. Like I like holding up, you know, this essence scatter or like just anything.
All right, let's see if Logan has any end of the turn plays.
Looks like he have a shock. He has a shock in hand, but I don't. He
Two
has double
shocks.
shock.
Yeah.
All right.
I like shocking during combat here, possibly.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't
double
increase
shock
his
you.
clock. Well, you don't want to double shock. You want to leave out the unsummon, right? Because,
That's
like I
fair.
said, it acts as a pseudo protection. Yeah, I don't think allowing Caesar to get up more mana and not being aggressive is helping.
Shock once.
Ooh, punish him with the cast out. Punish him with the cast out. Okay. It looked like Logan tapped both his mana. Now you punish him
Now
with the
you
cast out.
punished him with the cast out.
Because if he wants to unsummon, he's going to have to do it his next turn.
I mean, he won't be. Yeah, he won't be able to unsummon. He needs to hit him with that cast out now.
Caesar also should be at 14.
Yeah.
13?
We'll go with 13. I'll assume they know.
Oh,
what they're
I
talking
mean,
about.
yeah. I imagine players are. I mean, they both write down life totals. Both of these players are meticulous. So maybe I just happened to miss something.
Yeah, maybe we're just missing something. Not catching something.
It's gonna be a
crazy.
chart. Hit him with the cast out.
Yeah,
Caesar's really missing some opportunities.
I
here.
would be hitting him with this cast out like
Yeah.
so many times.
Yeah, if he had done it last turn, the reason to do it last turn is that Logan would have to spend this turn unsummoning his own creature and then playing it out again. Alright, so he discarded an unsummon, but I know he has another one. So this is where you hit him with the cast
Yeah,
out.
for sure.
So he's going to save himself 2 damage this turn. And Logan doesn't have a land drop. And this is going to be an Aether Meltdown, so this is going to feel great when Logan does try to recover. And he had all that mana in his opening hand. This is really paying off for him. Looks like Chart, Cryptic Serpent in Logan's hand. Lightning Strike.
Ooh, Spell Pierce.
Yeah, this is pretty good when Logan's at
Spell Pierce.
this amount of mana.
Spell Pierce. Do it. Deal.
Alright, dealing with that Lightning Strike there.
Preserving that life total a little bit is something you want to do, definitely. Essence Scatter it.
Yes.
Boy.
Caesar's getting to use all of his cards here.
Boy. Oh, we got a negate. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. Caesar still has Aether Meltdown. I mean, he has Fumigate. This is a winning battle. He's already at the amount of mana that he needs to just keep answering things.
Yeah.
And he's finding land drops. So approach is just inevitability. Gain 7 life is like nothing to stop
Yeah,
at.
no, definitely. Especially against a deck that's
Ooh.
just trying to burn you out.
A slow land, not on time, Spire Bluff Canal.
Yeah, it always feels bad not drawing those, you know.
Interesting interaction here. So this is still going to be an attack from Logan, so he's going to get the value off of this chart.
Yeah. No damage, but I mean, like I said earlier, 2 cards is definitely not nothing.
Yeah. He's going to find him another Soulscar Mage, and Fumigate's probably going to gain Caesar 2 life next turn.
Yeah.
Either that or Approach is... Oh, untapped land. Approach is going to gain him 7 life. Yeah.
And there we go with the approach.
All right. Hard reset.
2020.
It's like we haven't even been playing Magic.
Yeah, like what? Someone just cast Shahrazad.
There we go.
Now we're gonna start the other game of Magic where they sit at another table.
It's like this magical world where people always talk about where like your opponent ulted a Karn, and I'm like, no one's ever done that in the history of it.
I've like almost never seen that, like ever.
Yeah, I've seen it in EDH once, because that prompts a scoop, right?
I mean, yeah, but no,
I've
it doesn't.
You don't skip.
No, I don't let Karns ult.
Who am I kidding? I am the person playing Karn.
Yeah, right. I mean, you've seen me play EDH. Like, who has lands to cast Karn when they're playing me?
That's true. This is going to be an attack for 2 off of the Soul Scar
And
Mage.
a Cryptic Serpent.
Yeah, and a Cryptic Serpent's going to hit the battlefield. That's a 5/6, I believe.
I think I feel like it's dead.
Yeah. That is, gets eaten alive by Fumigate. Card.
I feel like that's dead.
Caesar's going to gain 3.
Caesar definitely looking a little bit hesitant to fire off this Wrath, but just fire off the Wrath.
Yeah. He's looking at the 2 mana that Logan has.
Yeah, I mean, where was he looking at the 2 mana when he played the Azcanta into 2 mana? No. If that's the if that's the argument, why are you doing it now?
Yeah, why be worried about it now? I completely understand that. All right, this is going to be an attack with a Cryptic Serpent and a Soul Scar Mage.
That wouldn't have been happening had Caesar just wrathed. I mean, we know Logan has no counter spells in
exactly,
hand, but like Caesar doesn't.
It's easy for us to be biased here in the booth.
I mean, no, I would just wrath. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Eventually, I'm gonna
right, because Logan's just gonna leave up the mana anyways.
Yeah, like I've played many a tempo decks, and I know. Yeah, Caesar is getting punked by this.
And the more cards you let them draw, the more inevitability that they just like find the answer.
Yeah, and I mean this Cryptic Snake is definitely it hits hard. I mean, never mind.
Yeah, hits for next to nothing.
I've been wrong before. Okay, I've been wrong before.
Lightning Strike targeting you.
Shock targeting you.
That's
Can
3.
we get the shark? Yeah, we're gonna get. No, that's 2. So we're gonna get another lightning strike.
Go down to 5. Take 3.
Shock you?
Style points go to Logan. Style points. Punked Caesar on the Fumigate. You have no answer, Caesar. Oh my goodness.
Kill you?
Oh my god. Oh.
Where's Ashton Kutcher? Someone get me Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, Caesar.
I just watched an episode of Punked.
Caesar really got punked by a non-existent counterspell.
There's cameras somewhere. I mean, granted, there's cameras in here, but like.
Oh, absolutely. Wow.
Where's Ashton Kutcher?
Wow. Oh man. So is there let me get Logan in here.
Yeah.
Let's get Logan in here.
Let's get Logan.
And you can talk to Caesar out there, but let's.
Oh, I'm just gonna.
Don't reveal anything to him yet, because
Okay.
I want to talk to Logan about it. Wow, absolutely. Wow, so exciting game too, and a really interesting ending that I didn't quite see coming. Yeah, we're gonna take a brief second. We're gonna try to get Logan in here for an interview. Logan.
Yes.
Hi.
What a punt on the Shivan Dragon, man.
No, what a punt on Caesar's part.
Oh,
He spent 3 turns not casting Fumigate.
That's what he had in his hand?
Yes.
I was
He-
bluffing negate.
Yes, he assumed you had negate for like 3 turns, and we're just sitting here and we're like, dude, just play the Fumigate. Like, you have this
No.
game locked up. And you punked him, because I mean, even James was saying, like, where's Ashton Kutcher, because he just got punked. Like,
I was trying to project it so hard that I had negate, and all I had was lightning strike, shock a mountain.
that was awesome. So what was the inspiration for this deck?
Well, I like blue-red Delver in every format. I just like blue-red. They're
Fair
my
enough.
2 favorite colors.
Yeah.
Get to play the best spells, which is
Yeah.
burn, draw, and counter spells.
Exactly.
And I figured I might as well try it in standard because I had nothing going into today.
So did you know he was on approach while you were playing that matchup?
Whenever I saw Authority of the Councils and Blue-White Land, I assumed he was a control deck, and I assumed it was
Exactly.
approach.
Okay. Yeah, rightfully so. That's what we were wondering was like at one point did Logan figure out that his opponent's gonna gain a bunch of life if he
Yeah,
the game
game
goes
2,
too long.
like, I could have cast my Shivan Dragon, man. Like, I know I keep harping on that, but I could have cast it in game 2.
So game 2 you assumptively you just scooped for the time benefit, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like there was just an inevitability to Caesar's gameplay and that it just wasn't worth it to keep playing.
Yeah, Gideon had me on lockdown. I couldn't really get out from underneath it, and then I finally
Yeah.
killed it, and then of course he had another one, and who knows how many more.
Right.
So,
And that was the interesting thing too. I think there was a couple plays that I think you just outpaced Caesar on. Like even that game too, he could have just let the Gideon die. Like you spent an entire turn trying to kill that Gideon. You could have just let it die and then just like played another Gideon and had Aether Meltdown the next turn.
exactly.
So it's I think what people need to notice moving forward, not to harp on Caesar in any way, he's
Oh, no,
a great
of course
player.
not. Yeah.
Is that to spend your turn allowing your opponent to just like waste the resource, especially if you know you have it. Like,
Well, exactly.
and
I'm a very resource-based deck, so if he can just cut me off right there after I spend a few cards to do basically nothing, like that's exactly what I don't want him to do.
and you kept unsummoning as a protection spell, right?
Yes, I did.
That's okay. So that was our call on that. I was like, he probably leaves it in because of the way that game one went. I mean, it just ended up protecting your threat.
Exactly.
All right, let's see what we have been working with in the sideboard. So we have Shivan Dragon.
Yeah. Well, let me
Yeah.
straighten it out for you, buddy.
Yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
This is what I boarded in: 4 negates and a Shivan Dragon. I have 1 unsummon. This is for the main board. 3 Sweltering Suns, which I managed to pick up today.
Nice.
2 of the basically the best threaten there is.
Yep, Garizov's expertise.
3 Abrades, and then just to round out these 2 if I need more dudes.
Okay, absolutely. I mean, I already told you before, I'm a huge fan of Cryptic Serpent. So looking at this, it makes me happy. We were hoping that like someone would just lose to Shivan Dragon on camera, and we still have the possibility.
Yes.
We still have the possibility because we're gonna try to get another match next round. But then you do well next round, we have you on round 4, right?
Good deal.
That's the hope. That's the hope, is that we get the Shivan Dragon. Just and we talked about it, James and I would probably quit Magic if my opponent beat me with the Shivan Dragon.
That's my dream.
And
for
it was on
tonight.
camera, like immortalized on the internet forever. Like you lost to Shivan Dragon.
I would snip that and just put it up on the wall, like the finals right there.
Absolutely, yeah. That was an awesome matchup. Great deck. Definitely something I would build. And
Oh, yeah.
thanks for coming in.
My pleasure,
Absolutely.
buddy. Thank you very
we
much.
Look forward to hopefully having you round 4 on camera.
All right, I'll be here.
That was definitely awesome. The whole run around with the negate that never existed.
Oh, you gotta bluff it sometimes, man.
I can't believe he had Fumigate. He had it at the ready, man.
That's what I was afraid of. Be that one card, man. Want me to send him in for you?
Oh no, we're gonna take a recess.
Okay.
All right, everybody, we're gonna be right back at 9:15. I'm gonna go double check on what's going on with the rest of the tournament. And other than that, thanks for watching. That was an amazing game, and one of just textbook bluff with the old Fumigate. So, thanks everybody, and I'll see y'all next round. Thank you.